the drama begins.
Like, that can't be comfortable.
But,
Isn't that better?
it's not the first thing I've had up my butt. Hello and welcome. Let me just Sharon Stone my way out of this. Oh, I'm glad I brought you here because I don't remember anything. So if you kind of refresh my memory with what has happened in 2025, that would be lovely. You know, can't spell men without dementia. No, wait, it's the other way around, isn't it? You know what? We'll cut that out and then I'll do this. Can't spell dementia without men.
Without me.
Yeah, without me. Yeah, fuck's sake. Where were we in December?
Okay.
I was in Belfast.
Let's start. 2025, January.
Mm-hmm.
You moved to Malta.
Yes. Literally this date.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then February, we went to New York.
For Bryn's release party, which feels like 9 million years ago.
Mm-hmm. And then March.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it was just St. Patrick's Day. Work. April, March, work. April, Watford.
Oh yeah, I was working.
You were
on
filming
Supergirl.
in March. Yeah, you were filming in March, Supergirl, in England.
Doing cameos in a man's apartment, and then I found lube in the drawer.
That's right.
Shout out to Davey making that Davey collab Instagram story.
Yeah. And then April, I came to visit after, like, the day after you finished filming.
Mm-hmm. And the apartment had ants in it.
And you were killing them like my Lord and Savior. You were going to save me from those ants.
Sustainably. I was
I'm pretty sure we all got cancer from
inhaling
the
so
poison.
much toxic chemicals. Yeah. Just because I was so itchy, and like as soon as you see one ant, they're in my body.
They're on your eyeballs. They're everywhere. Yeah.
Ants in my eyes, Johnson. But.
And then May, you finally got to be in Malta.
Yeah.
Because you had just been gone.
April, May, and then June was Rome.
You came and saw me in Rome.
Yes.
For my birthday.
Yes, you made me fly over an active volcano because you're a selfish
I made you.
princess.
The story I heard was you chose to fly over an active volcano.
Yeah, it sounds more like
to celebrate my birthday.
It sounds more like, encapsulating with this fantasy man that he would just risk everything to see somebody. It was more just logistically easier to go from Malta to Italy than America.
You saw a bit of smoke. You were fine. Yeah. And then July was just Malta and work. Mm-hmm. And then August was Boston. Right? Cinders and Stardust? Or was it? No, that was August.
Yeah. In Malta Air, if you're in the emergency exit rows, you're not allowed to use your phone or headphones.
The whole flight?
The takeoff and landing, but like 15 minutes beforehand. So I'm just sitting there with 3 people, just like
this is the price
on edge.
you pay for legroom.
Yeah, and it was terrible. It was terrible, and I'll just never fly them again.
And how long was your flight?
Oh,
from Malta to Rome. Yeah, you were.
So, yeah, which means I was constantly, the air marshal for half the flight.
Of a 1 hour flight.
Yes, so 15 minutes landing, 15 minutes taking out.
You suffered immensely.
For your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. What did you do for mine? I don't remember you flying anywhere. Anyway, welcome to couples counseling.
I saw you in Texas. That was right before your birthday, though.
Yeah.
Or right after your birthday.
Okay, but where?
And I brought you gifts that you opened at the hotel. A suitcase full of presents.
No.
Didn't ring any bells.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Can we move on from the volcano and you being an air marshal?
You're the one bringing it up.
Okay. I had gotten all the way to Boston, and then you were like, "So Etna, that volcano."
Remember that time we got drunk and hired a barman to be a voice actor?
Oh, and then never spoke to him again.
Yeah. God, we have great ideas.
His name Brandon?
I don't know. Hey yo.
I think it
No,
was-
that's New York.
I think it was Brandon.
He was lovely.
He was.
The food was lovely.
And if I ever finish the book that I'm currently working on, it will have an American, and it will be our barman from the 14th pub of the day.
A Lannister always pays their debts.
We did an Irish pub crawl in Boston.
Yeah, so good. We're gonna do a pub
That
crawl.
ended badly.
We're gonna do a Boston pub crawl in Ireland now. In a minute.
I will never forget you just saying, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. After pub number 27.
Yeah.
I was pacing
when
myself,
we were
drinking
playing
waters
giant
and-
Jenga at
Yeah.
2:00 in the afternoon, and it felt like it was 3 a.m. I'd made a mistake.
You've made a mistake. Yeah.
And coming back to the apartment, like, my room smells like vomit, but I can't find any vomit. Did I vomit? You know, this is the adventures of Team Devil.
Yeah.
And there was ants in that apartment,
Oh, that's right.
and I just put my bag over them. You know, out of sight, out of mind. So I probably shifted American ants back into Europe.
And we were on the 4th floor, so it didn't make sense why we had ants up there. But
So funny. So June was your birthday.
July was off.
July was August.
July was off from
Yeah.
travel.
And then
August was Boston.
Yeah. which was
September,
lovely.
I went to Texas for a signing to
Mhm.
Austin. And then October, we went to Midland, Texas
Shout out Midland, Texas.
for Book Boyfriend Bash, which was so much fun.
It's so good.
That was Eric's first signing.
Yep.
And he was a shining superstar. He was the most entertaining person in the room.
And I had a bit of my femur hanging off the whole
And
time.
you did.
Lifting up PB Squamer, lifting up BB Easton, lifting up my own baggage.
Yep. He was like, surgery's scheduled now, so fuck it.
Yeah, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? What have I done to my boy? But yeah, Texas was lovely. You know, checking in my bag and everyone's checking in their. I was gonna say, can I say on YouTube? I probably have to bleep it out.
It was so funny seeing Eric in Midland, Texas, because it's not the kind of place that giant Irishmen go very often.
Everyone kept thinking I was from Auckland because I kept saying Ireland, and they were like,
Arlington. They thought you were
Arlington.
from Texas.
Yeah.
They were like, Arlington? I was like, no, he's saying Ireland. It's
Yeah.
just a...
2026.
It just has an accent, guys.
2026 Book Boyfriend Bash. Tickets on sale now. Come meet me and BB.
Yeah.
And
It's so
a
much
lot more
fun.
other
It's
people
so much
too.
fun.
I'm gonna dress up as a Southern lawyer. I'm gonna do it.
That's Colonel Sanders. Do your little bolo tie.
Bring Daddy some of those chicken waffles.
Seems to me.
Seems to me, my throat's dry than a coyote's foot. Shout out to Kieran Bartlett, Shane Todd, and William Thompson, the lads. And
then November.
yeah, it was Operation One Leg,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like Gulliver's Travels. I needed more anesthesiology than the whole island.
Not bad.
And they just added another hour to my surgery, you know. I have video footage of the inside of my leg. That'll be...
That's bonus content?
There'll be a new
No,
tier
thank you.
for all you gore whores.
No,
you know?
thanks.
And now it's now.
Yeah.
We're in Belfast. Welcome to Belfast, Northern Ireland. We've been around. Anybody asking where the photos and videos are from, they are from Tollymore Forest. Depending on when you're watching this, we will have already created an audio for Quinn where it's a public, what are they? Public thing?
Romp? A
Pu-
public
Public romp.
experience?
A public experience set around being on a tour in Ireland in Tollymore Forest. But yeah, if you're in the area, we rented a little chauffeured car.
It was so cute.
And
Yeah, bless him, Eric would not let me, nor did I really want to rent a car and try to drive there myself because I do not know how to drive on the left side of the road. And it's like country roads where it's one lane a lot of the way. And
the two of us were too big for our boots to admit we were both feeling car
we were
sick.
both scared. And Eric doesn't drive.
Luckily,
so.
we had a man with two first names who sounded like a detective.
He was lovely.
Shout out. and I love that he just knew when to not talk.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was
The
great.
bants was 8 minutes long, and it was. But yeah, so we went to Tollymore Forest. We went to Castle Ward. We went to little bits and pieces. It was sunny in the afternoon. It was snowing in the morning. You know, it was everything.
It was beautiful.
But if you're about, I would highly recommend it. And I was gonna say, and the chauffeur company will it won't be doing that because I don't remember. So yeah, and then later after this, I'm gonna take you to my favorite bar. Then I'm gonna put some dinner in you, and that's how people say stuff around here. And then tomorrow we go to Dublin, where we're gonna relive some Devil of Dublin moments, and we're going to go to the first place we ever met in person, which is super cute. Cut to our super cut of us just saying cute. What did I call him? Henry.
Henry Cavill Bauer.
Hey, now that's a crossover I want to see.
Yep. But yeah, it'll be cute. Like, Eric grew up in Dublin but knows nothing about Dublin or tourism in Southern Ireland at all, and knows everything about Belfast because he filmed Game of Thrones here and was a tour guide up here. So I go to Ireland and he brings me to Northern Ireland to show me all the things that he knows, and I'm taking him to Dublin where he grew up to show him all the things that I know, which is so funny that I'm like the Dublin tour guide.
Yeah, but that's good because I'm gonna experience Dublin through your eyes instead of through my eyes of like bars way too far away from my local bus, or they don't play the right music. I don't want to hear fiddly dee music.
It's not fiddly dee music.
But you know what I mean, like
they'll have a soccer game on.
Oh, my favorite.
Shut up.
Favorite.
Actually, there might be music at the Brazen Hill.
100% there will.
Yeah.
Love it. They love it. They'll Monday fiddly dee. You know.
You'll fucking listen to it and you'll love it, sir. It'll be great.
So how was 2025 for you? Did you have a nice time?
Yeah.
You still like working with me?
I'm still here.
Yeah, but that's,
It was great.
Yeah, I promise. You wouldn't lie on video now?
I'm a terrible liar.
That's exactly what something who's a really good liar would say. I'm a terrible liar. Okay, well, I'll hook her up to a lie detector test at some point. Body language expert. She just did that Taylor Swift thing.
We should do that.
She's SOSing, help.
I'm tapping in Morse code.
Yeah. We should do a lie detector test.
Yeah. Bonus content.
Yeah?
If we get to ask each other questions, yeah.
All right. Who's the real brains of the operation? Uh-huh. Yeah. Your reputation to be ruined. She's the canary down the coal mine. I'm BB Easton. Any highlights of 2025 you can think of?
I think there's a question about that in our little Q&A that we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So maybe that could be a segue into...
Yeah, but I don't do anything properly. It's like at any point he'll segue to the questions.
Did you have a highlight? Maybe
no, it doesn't matter now. We got to go off the questions,
I have an agenda, sir.
It seems. Just little stupid things, waking up and you not being there, and I'm like walking through the apartment and I don't see anybody, and then I just see pictures of BB at Times Square, and my immediate thing is like, oh, I bet she's down $50 because some guy was like, you want to get my CD donations? I'll get you these photos. She's fighting Spider-Man.
The story is Eric had jet lag. Justifiably, he came all the way from Belfast, and he fell asleep at 7 p.m. on Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm about to yawn because that sleep was so good.
You're reminiscing.
Super Bowl Sunday.
It was Jesus. The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl's in February?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I was sitting there in the apartment watching the Super Bowl by myself like a loser, and I was like, I should be out in the world watching the Super Bowl. And then I knew like our Sinners meetup was the next day, so I was like, they're all just in the city So I just reached out to the centers and was like, where are you guys? Are y'all hanging out? And so I had to walk like 3 miles through Times Square, like through Manhattan in the snow. I was like, I would rather risk being mugged than
hang out
staying
with
in
Eric.
this apartment by myself on Super Bowl Sunday because Eric's asleep at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, he woke up and I had pieced out.
Yeah.
And I was fine.
Oh yeah, I know you're fine. You're the danger. Like, you're the issue.
Yeah.
Like, anytime we're walking on any street, walking around Dallas felt a little bit uneasy.
Yeah, there were a couple blocks.
They better be watching out when BB Easton knocks about, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's...
I grew up in Atlanta, so I'm just not
Yeah, she does this.
scared.
Yeah.
But Eric is. So when we're in big cities, he's like, watch out.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get us. I'm like, have you seen yourself?
Yeah, they're like, kidnap the big guy.
Nobody's coming for you, buddy.
We're gonna need a bigger rug, you know?
Yeah.
That's so funny. And now, the perfect segue. We're gonna need a bigger
I was about
rug.
to start talking about what I liked,
go
and
on,
I was like,
go on.
no,
Please,
but
please.
okay. New York was my highlight. The snow.
Wow, you just peaked early in February.
It was really... it was all downhill from
Yeah,
there.
fuck. Okay.
But it was so nice. I never get to see snow, so it was really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice. I was like going to that Irish pub and, you know, having a cheesecake and then going. I think the strange thing, because there was 2 points in 2025, the going to France for that games thing
Yeah.
and also going to Bryn Weaver's event. I was in the room where people didn't know who I was, and I was, I would say pivotal to the situation that's happening. And it was just that thing of like, once people realized, let's say me and Samantha Brentmore were there, it was like, oh my God, because like, as far as I'm aware, and you can contest what maybe other people can know, like when authors have these sort of meetups, like, the narrators aren't just there.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? It was like, oh, I want to go see BB, I have free time, and also we're invited to a bookstore at midnight. The rough bit, midnight.
The midnight part, yeah.
You know, so have your bookstore openings at like 2 p.m. when I'm at my peak. So that was super interesting. And then you realize that, oh, okay, so this is the thing moving forward. I need to be able to have conversations with people about the work that I did in the past. So now I got to remember them, you know.
Mm-hmm. Also, side note, I went to France for that game thing is Eric was the narrator of a video game, and they asked him to come to Paris for the premiere.
Yes.
Because not everyone knows what that sentence meant.
Yeah, I was going to get to it, but if you want to just... No, it's fine.
I was
Fine.
just like, they don't know what you're talking
We
about.
finish each other's sentences, but she just does them before I comprehended the
And
answer.
in a shitty tone, evidently.
Yes. So yeah, I did a game called Gloomy, but I did a lot of things that like haven't even come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like filming like Supergirl, filming A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, like that still hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And I think maybe you watch a section of this video and it's past February, whatever way you got here. Hopefully the scene is in it. I think it is, from the underground sources that I
Yeah.
have. And I don't know how people are going to react to it, and we'll see. I hope it's Leo sort of funny thing, and not oh, well, that was the worst thing that's ever happened on television and film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to France and it was super cute, and I was in a room full of French people, obviously, and no one knew I was the narrator, and my voice was playing over the whole speaker system, and I'm sending videos to you, and I started just drinking because I just didn't know what else to do. And then once everybody realized it was me, then everyone started talking, and I was just like, this is so weird. Then they made me stand up and do a speech.
Well, and everyone's speaking in French around you, so you like...
Yeah, I would just hear French, French, French. Eric Nolan, French, French, French. And I'm like, excuse me, hi.
So weird.
What was that about that Eric Nolan guy? Is he all right?
Do we like him?
Because perception is reality, I ordered the most expensive Uber to the event. And then I was like, well, I can't leave in a cheaper Uber. So I ordered this big fancy Uber, and it picked me up. I was talking to some games developing people or whatever, trying to like network and so on. Get in the Uber, he drives around the corner, goes across the bridge and crashes the car.
Oh, that's right, that was that night.
I was sitting
Eric
in
was
this fancy
texting me
Uber.
like, well, the Uber just got in a wreck. I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus, are you okay?
Some van just sideswiped the side of this beautiful.
And the dude was like screaming at the other guy, and you're just sitting in the back, and I was like,
Sleepy because I got a flight in the morning.
I was
You
like,
know.
just get another Uber. Just get out of that car and go stand on the corner and get another Uber. And you wouldn't do it. You were like, no, I'm just gonna wait.
And then I just sat in the car as this man was like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, please take me home.
Just get out.
I had come to Paris early to go to my hotel to edit an audio, and I was gonna go to like a WeWork section. And then I realized you needed like a subscription and you needed all these things. And I was just walking around Paris with all of my stuff on me, and I'm like, this is the worst place to be walking with all my stuff. And I found like a place I could see the Eiffel Tower from, and just instead of going to the actual Eiffel Tower, but it was just, I remember just having so many plans and then just sitting in the hotel lobby for like 9 hours, and then I went for a nap. And
that sounds right.
Yeah, no, but because I don't know what, it was like a last minute thing, a last minute flight, and it was just hell. It was just something. There was something iffy about it. I can't remember. I don't know why I was so sleepy.
Yeah.
Super.
But I'm glad you went.
Yeah, of course, it was lovely, and hopefully the company that I worked for, there might be a little thing coming in the future, and with me and BB, and I really hope that works out.
Eric is pushing hard.
I am pushing hard for.
That's very cute.
You know, what's the word? Jobs for the boys.
That would be fun. I know. Like, I'll go to Paris. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know. Try and get you involved in everything. You know.
You too.
Like questionnaires, which is the perfect segue to the Q&A, the January start of the year 2025 there's nothing written here. I'm just retrospective look back on 2025, and I'm going to now stand up and check this is still recording before we start. I'll knock you out. Just keeping that bit in. Okay, fine.
Does that mean that you want some crisps? You need a little
No,
snack
I've
first?
eaten. I think you bought a 12 pack of crisps.
We've had 13 individual crisps.
Yeah, and I've had 11 packets of crisps.
Okay.
I had 3 packets of crisps
That's
for
why
breakfast.
you only put like 3 on my
yeah.
plate every time, because you
Yes.
have the other. Okay.
Hello, James, the Viking coach. I'm so sorry, but everything is closed on a Sunday in Belfast. So I just had 3 packets of Walkers baked.
At least they're baked.
Yeah. That's what I'll tell the coroner. At least they're baked. Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I probably put some sort of stupid advert in between the first part and the second part. So we have some Patreon questions from the conglomeration of Patreon members from all separate different tiers, and I'm going to go through them, and we're going to answer your questions. If anything's directed to me, I'll answer it, and same for BB. So the first question comes from Lady Vader, and it says, have you ever been out in the wild and noticed someone reading illicit material? And if you were like, and if so, were you like, yeah, that's my... Sorry, it's the illegal podcast police. And if so, were you like, yeah, that's my people? So I'll answer this. Illicit material to me means many different things. I ain't seen a dude on the tube reading illicit material, but I have been on a bus and a plane where the person beside or in front, and I have been a person on a plane and bus reading scripts, like TV and film scripts, and I remember thinking to myself, oh, that's such a funny thing to do. And I remember getting a bus to probably Belfast at some point and printing out a script, so I just look like a pretentious, what's that thing called? Male performative
masculinity.
Yeah, you know those guys that sit in a cafe and they have like, you know, whatever book it is,
Tolstoy.
I Am Woman,
Yeah.
you know, like whatever it is, and they're like, yes, Yes, and just hope like they haven't got
Yeah.
past page 61, and they're like, have they noticed yet?
And they're wearing a scarf.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. And in terms of like, books, like illicit material books, I wouldn't see. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's not illicit material. So I only have a weird film,
That's funny.
pretentious dickhead cop out.
I honestly have no memory of ever seeing anyone like reading.
It's because you don't travel on transport.
I do
you have a chariot.
travel.
You have a chariot that brings you around
But
the world.
as you know, I am not aware of my surroundings at all. I am in my head. I am here. I am deep in this bitch 24/7 and don't pay attention to anything around me. So I probably have seen it 1,000 times and just don't know because I'm not actually seeing anything because I'm living in here. So when we like walk through the streets, Eric steers me by my arm like I'm a blind person because I kind of am. I don't see anything.
You banged your head off the mirror the other day, not realizing that mirrors are made of, what are they, glass? I just heard ponk.
This is what I mean.
She was trying to get inside the mirror.
This is what I mean.
She was trying to climb into the mirror.
I was sitting in
like-
front of the mirror doing my makeup and I went to lean forward to look at my makeup bag and just hit my
Yeah.
head on the mirror.
She lost a couple of ideas for Quinn that day.
This is what I mean. I don't.
Yeah.
I need a handler. Yeah.
Yes, and that's me now. That's me. Took you around the forest. You didn't die. You're welcome.
well done.
You're welcome, family members at home. You're welcome. So the next one is from Cassafras207. I love this. Okay. I have one for each of you and then one for both because I'm cheeky. Eric, what's the sweetest thing BB's ever said or done? BB, what's the most unhinged thing Eric has ever said or done? And last, what is your favorite shared memory or experience, big or small? Love and hugs to both. So I'm going to answer the last question first. I think being in London, and you didn't know I was going to say this because, you know, I don't ever share my homework. Being in London and like cheersing a drink about getting 1 million plays, that's something that's in my head. And then that woman thinking that we were on a date. And then I think because of the way I was acting, the way I was dressed, the way I was looked, it was like, if she did think we were on a date, she understood I didn't have a chance. whatever I was doing. And then I think you paid. So I was just like, yeah, I'm ruined.
No, you paid and you were giving her shit about the signature. You were like, do you know how much that's worth? That's worth more than the bill. And I was like,
that's not real.
bitch, she
That's
doesn't
not
know
real.
who you are.
That's not
so
real.
Funny.
That's not real.
That's cute.
That's not part of the story. That's conjecture.
That was
Objection, Your Honor. That doesn't exist. I've never said, don't you know who I am?
I was about to mercifully change the subject, so but that same night there was a rainbow outside that restaurant. You remember that? Over the Thames?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. Look at your face. Do you remember that?
I'm gonna put
rainbow?
a speech bubble here of like, he did not remember this.
But it was the Tower Bridge and it was the river.
Yeah, I took you to where I used to
and
live.
then that beautiful rainbow.
I just take you to places where I used to live. Hey everyone, looking for ideas? Just go to where you used to go and bring someone else. And then I'll answer my other question because I'm selfish. What's the sweetest thing BB has ever said or done? To me, toward me, I mean, she's gotten me out of some pickles. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in real life terms, saved me more times than I can count or ever give back to. And I'm getting real with this. You didn't know this was happening. I'm gonna cry.
Oh God.
I'm not going to cry. I'm gonna cut in a video that said he did in fact cry. I don't know. I think it's just being able to do something that someone appreciates, if that makes sense. And you're always my biggest cheerleader in a tiny raccoon body. And what you've ever done, Jesus, where do I start? I don't have enough gigabytes on my phone to thank you. You know, so I'll just spend the next 20 years trying.
Except.
I mean, that's 3 years as human, 17 years as robot man. Meet Morp.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna end it there so I don't cry.
Okay.
You know.
Let's sleep.
Yeah.
You guys can see his eyes are literally like.
Someone put a light in my eyes. Give me a
glassy.
break. Shut up.
Sleep.
All right. Yeah, I'm sleepy. All right. I'm sleepy. Okay.
Mine is, what's the most unhinged thing that you've discovered?
Yeah, I love that I'm like over here romanticizing a friendship and like a business partnership and all these amazing things this woman's done for me, and then everyone's like, yo, this maniac, when you're with him, what's the worst thing he's ever done? Come on. So it is, what's the most unhinged thing Eric has ever said or done? Well, I don't want to get cancelled, but it's probably that time.
It's so funny. This probably isn't the most unhinged thing that he's ever said or done, but it's just very salient because it just happened yesterday. But we were watching TV and we were sitting like close to each other, and I went to like scratch my arm and I grazed the side of him, and he screamed and said,
No, before,
you like reacted like I stabbed
before
you.
You say it, what I'm saying is she was scratching her arm, but in turn scratching her arm, whatever part of her body just started running off the side of my body, and I'm deep into this movie, and then I feel this person tickle me, and I'm going, what the fuck is going on? Obviously I didn't say that.
Why would you do this to me?
Yeah, just
so loud and so genuinely upset. Why would you do this to me?
it's like now we're trying to do this little Q&A. If I just started randomly tickling you, that in my head I'm like, I've never seen The Princess Bride, so we watched The Princess Bride, and I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to watch it. I'm trying to concentrate, and all I feel is like this happening, and I'm like, why would you do this to me? Not like, what the fuck are you playing at? Just like, I'm in this movie. I'm deep. Oh my god, the princess, Buttercup, and I'm like over
there
here,
was like
dickheads
emotion
here
in it.
scratching
There was
me.
like hurt in it.
Yeah.
Like it was malicious.
Why would you do
So
this to me? You know, it was completely like.
It was
Did you ever see
unhinged.
those things where, you know, something happens, like a traumatic experience, and people have deer in headlights? That was the thought of like, my brain couldn't comprehend why you just thought, oh, we've had a nice day, we've gone to a forest, we've had a lovely dinner. Eric did this, Eric took me here. You know, hi, I'm Eric and I booked this. Hi, I'm BB. Hi, I'm Eric and I booked, you know, that trend.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, I'm gonna tickle this cunt.
I'm gonna tickle this
When he's
motherfucker.
really concentrating on the end of the story. I'm really enamored by this story, and you're like,
It was. To answer, if I could answer this question the way that it was asked to me, yesterday would have been just cumulatively, one of the sweetest things you've ever done. Because you rented a car, we went to Tollymore, we went to a castle, we got to see
pretty
the
good.
sea.
I walked
watched my
14,000
favorite-
steps on a bad leg.
On a bad leg.
Yeah.
We watched my favorite movie. We went to dinner. But then you ruined it by screaming.
Yeah, then I ruined it. That's a lesson for every man. Any listeners out there have got a husband, partner, whoever. You can do 14 really good things, and you do one thing wrong, and
And
it's
you
all
just
negated.
scream and cry a little bit, and it's
But why did you do it
negated.
to me? Like that's like, you know. Anyway, next question. Thank you, Cassie. It's from Kiss Marie, and it says, here's one for each of you to answer. What is your favorite thing about each other or your partnership, and what makes you want to strangle each other lovingly, of course? So I'll go first. What is your favorite thing about each other and your partnership? Honestly, you know, the freedom of not having a filter, you know, and I think that's why we can do and say anything, and if I have a stupid idea, never. It's shot down, but it's shot down in a way of like, not like, oh honey, well,
sometimes.
yeah, I mean like that, but just in a way of like, hey, can I throw this at the wall? Yeah, okay, cool. What if I do this, and what if I explain this, and hey, I'm going through this and this is happening? It's like, you know, having a therapist. But I think drive, you know, you would be someone that I have massive respect for and adoration for what you have in your life, and learning from you to be you is what kind of is instilled in me. So my favorite thing about you is that you have a thing that's like aspirationally creative in my body. That's not words. You know what I mean? I'm a little plant.
I make you
and you're
more ambitious.
Exactly. Thank you. You finish my sentences
And
again.
I do that sometimes too.
Yeah. And what makes me want to strangle you? Every day.
When I tickle you.
Boy, I'm trying to think of like when I come up with this really cool thing, and then they say it's not cool. I'm like, thanks for telling me. 10 hours later, obviously they're asleep.
Yeah.
So they haven't told me they haven't waited 10 hours to tell me it's a bad idea. I've just done it, you know. No, I would never, ever, ever harm BB Easton. Only mentally, with my personality. And forcing you under this interrogation light to answer questions. She doesn't like being on camera. She doesn't like anything. She doesn't like being around me. She doesn't like the cold. She doesn't like the rain. She doesn't like anything. She doesn't like the sound of her own voice. Yeah.
And yet, here I am.
Hey. Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about me?
It goes along with your answer, but just the humor. We have so much fun. We just have fun. We have fun working. We have fun not working. You are the funniest person I've ever met. And you're so...
List off the other people you've met right now.
Who are these motherfuckers?
Who are these motherfuckers?
And you're so smart, and I love talking to somebody who's really intelligent and quick and funny. Like, it's just such a treat. It's my favorite thing.
You know you're on camera. And what would you want to strangle me for? Where do I start? You're on the list of the people I want to strangle.
Interrupting me. The only thing that makes me raise my voice is when Eric fucking interrupts me, and then I go, stop interrupting me! And I make the strangle claw at the phone. That's why
I make the strangle claw.
Yeah, the raccoon claw comes out, and I go, yeah. But it's more endearing now. I've gotten used to it, and I think you've gotten better.
And this is a perfect segue to announce that myself and BB will be creating a podcast where we will look back on all of the work we've done on Quinn, and we'll chat about other stuff. And it's probably going to be called something like, Are You Done Yet?
Let me finish.
Let me finish, which is kind of a double entendre towards, you know, our orgasm empire that we're building. So look out for that coming 2020. Yeah, well, I'd hope so. Coming soon, you know. Coming soon. That might be the name of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that'll be vetoed when the camera's off, when she claws me to death. Next question is from Rita. Love this. Okay, here it goes. Have you ever had arguments while working together? Yeah, I remember that you threw a chair at me. I don't think... No, just be creative differences. And I will explain why it works and why it doesn't work, and she'll explain the correct answer. You know, this is a lot like a marriage. I just fucking curl up in a ball. And
then I'll get an 8-minute voice note about why it really is, and I say, if you have to send me an 8-minute voice note to explain why it's a good idea, it's not a good idea.
Good idea, good purchase, good trip, good I gotta get, when she sees an 8-minute voice note,
immediate no.
Yeah. And then I see when a voice note comes and it's like, so I'm like, oh fuck, I'm in big trouble.
So
but it's never arguments.
Yeah.
I don't think I think because of the unfiltered nature, and we have to talk about sex, orgasms, jizz. The filter's removed from going like, I want the floor to speak, and here's what I think. And then if you say, I don't think that, and then I go, well, fuck you.
What I was going to say is, and the filter was removed from day one because the first thing we did together was Devil of Dublin, which is the most emotionally.
I haven't read it.
It's you've read enough to know, for the filter to already be gone. It's like the things that we had already communicated through that book were very intense and intimate, and so I think it just made everything else that we did. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. After we've been through the gauntlet together.
We had done Quinn before we met, right?
No, you asked me in Dublin. We had only done Devil of Dublin, and then I met you in Dublin, and you told me about Quinn, and I was like, no, I'm far too busy. I'm a full-time author. I can't possibly. And then I came there because I had writer's block with the devil himself, and I was like, maybe if I go to Hove, maybe if I like see these places again. And then it just persisted, and so it was like another 2 months maybe of me just beating my head against the wall with that book, and I reached back out to you, and I was like, you know what?
Look
Fuck
who
it.
came crawling back.
And we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Do you want to go any more into this argument thing, or you're fine?
No.
Yeah. Sure. You want to have an argument about it?
You sure? Why not?
I don't think that we can do this.
He always accuses me of doing the Atlanta clap, and I'm like, motherfucker, I don't do that. And then I saw myself in an interview emphasizing something with the clap, and I was like, oh, motherfucker. Now it's on camera.
Yep. All right, so how do I go up? Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
And there's comments under this. They're not relevant, are they?
Just keep it moving. No.
Just people chatting. Just people fucking chatting. I'm the yapper. Okay, so the next question, thank you Rita, is from Rishi Dishi. Happy anniversary.
Oh yeah.
We love you both muchly bigly. Is he someone I should know? I'm going on a trip to Ireland with Wendy later in the year. What is the one special place we can't miss visiting? We have a flexible plan already because Wendy is the organizer and not me. Lol. Please share something Eric/BB/Sinner coded we should experience. Doesn't have to be spicy, but just special. Thank you for sharing your work and art because it makes the world better.
Wow.
I feel like I need to answer this one because
So I'll go first then.
you don't know anything about Dublin. Go
No,
ahead,
but I know that special places.
Yeah.
So I would say if you are in Dublin, get out of there. Go to Wicklow and go to...
Which is literally not Dublin.
Yeah, that's why I said get out of there.
That's why I said.
That's not the question.
Get your hand off. This is your side of the couch, right? She's not wearing socks. We're trying to get that free feet money.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is
places, because BB doesn't read, going on a trip to Ireland.
doesn't sound about Dublin.
Okay.
And this is where I refrain from using a term of endearment. Dickhead.
He's been calling me dickhead this whole trip, you guys.
And she
Like,
loves
stop
it.
calling me dickhead.
It's mild degradation trip.
I'm not.
No, it's a term of endearment.
Okay,
I
no, you're
promise.
right. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I said Ireland proceed. I'm sorry.
Wow, for the first time ever, a man. No, I'm joking. So I would say go to Loch Dan or the Guinness Lake, just for the view alone. It's where Vikings was filmed. It's very special. It's up past Sally Gap, so you guys will be driving around beautiful Irish scenery without having to go too far from Dublin. So it's probably 45 minutes out of the way, and then Ireland. I'm obviously Belfast. Come up to Belfast. Go to the Spaniard.
I believe the question did specify if BB and Eric coded.
No, it says BB/Eric/Sinner
Coded. Do you want to get it wrong 3 times?
Okay.
Yeah. See? Everyone thinks she runs this thing. She's just drinking her straight vodka.
I just thought because they're sinners and they're followers of ours that they want to know places that relate to both of us.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Right? Fuck. You got somewhere to be?
So yeah, I would say come to Belfast, go to the Spaniard, only because it's my favourite pub. But nobody knows who I am here, which is perfect. So if you say anything, it's not like, you know, oh, Eric sent me here. Like, who the fuck's Eric? And Sinner coded?
The Spaniard, because when you walk in, the upstairs says Sinners Welcome. It's just anything little Game of Thrones, like Tollymore Forest. It's not Sinner coded, but it is Eric coded. And probably you have a video yesterday of me walking around, and I'm like, if I could think about things, I would cry. But I didn't, because I had one leg, and I was like, I might cry because of my
your
leg.
tears would have frozen to your
Yeah,
face.
my beard was like freezing
Icy.
Icicles. So I think that's everything for me.
In terms of Dublin city centre, it's never appealed to me.
That's where I stand.
Brussels, Rock Bar, down the third floor. It's like where the filled in statue is. This is probably it's where we wrote my friend's wedding vows. Okay, now it's you.
Because I do love Dublin City Centre, that is where a lot of the devil himself and Devil of Dublin took place. So I would say the Brazen Head, 1,000%. There's a huge scene in Devil of Dublin that takes place in the Brazen Head, and Hole in the Wall. So I'm taking Eric to both these places tomorrow.
Finally.
Yeah. And the Arlington is where we first met and had a cute little coffee. No, I had a tea and you had a Sprite. And then if you're able to get 30 minutes outside of Dublin and go to Howth, that is where the devil himself takes place, the beginning of it at least. And it's beautiful. It has, like, it's a fishing town with
think
the
Bono
lighthouse.
lives there.
And, oh, really?
Yeah.
And then if you go south, the Ring of Kerry is really pretty. And then the whole County Kerry is what?
That's like south though, Spain. You go to Spain.
But the Ring of Kerry and Kerry in general, County Kerry, is really pretty, and that's kind
Kerry.
of where. What?
Kerry? The Ring of Kerry sounds like I've made a Quinn audio about this girl.
I can't fucking help that I'm American. You've been making fun of my accent this whole trip.
Yeah. I know.
There's no, yep.
Yeah.
Sure have.
I've just missed you. Can't I miss you?
This is how you express that you miss
It
me.
is. It's like bullying in the playground.
It sure is.
And then cut one of your pigtails off. No, don't. I know
That actually happened to me as a child.
Yeah,
a boy cut my
she
pigtail
just
off.
told me, and
Yeah.
he's probably not with us anymore. County Kerry. Go see Fungi the dolphin.
Is where Glenshire is based, my fictional town in Devil of Dublin. And it's beautiful, and it has lots of little towns that have like multicolored buildings, like rainbow colored buildings, lots of little sheep farms. It's so cute. Those are my recommendations.
And anything sinner coded?
The Arlington probably, because that's where we first met.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For some reason I was wearing a tank top. And our first photo will always be that. You know?
Super cute. Cool. Next question is from GG, and it says, for both, what is your favorite thing you've learned from working together, and what is one personality trait or habit you've adopted consciously or unconsciously from the other person? And then for BB, if you could adapt any classical novel into the filthiest script, which one would it be? So you go first.
Classical novel. I'll start with the what have I learned from you? I think I haven't really learned it from you, but I've learned it because of you, I guess. But just working with you has helped me be less of a control freak, because we call them magic beans. Basically, if you ask Eric to do something, he won't. He'll do something different, like in Jack and the Beanstalk, when his mother gives him the beans to take to the market to sell, to buy a cow or whatever, and he comes back with a fucking beanstalk. No. You get money, you get the idea. He won't give me the thing that I asked for. He won't do the thing that I asked him to do. He'll do something different, but 9 times out of 10, it's better, or it's equally amazing, or it's something that I hadn't thought of. And so I just have learned that I have to I'm a crazy control freak, and so it's been good for me to just kind of relinquish that and go, he's gonna do what he wants, and it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be amazing.
Pretty well for 2 years.
Yeah. And then classic, probably Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Quickly come up with a stupid name for it.
That's your
Hand
job.
strokers.
Tell him, it's your idea.
I don't remember what was.
It was Ham Strokers Ejacula. That was gonna be the Quinn name.
I got Ham Strokers Ejacula, Hands Full of Gretel, Little Red Riding
Little
Hood.
Red Riding Hood.
We
We have a whole list. We have
a whole list of original ideas.
Yeah. That's truly that's your gift.
Terrible jokes.
It's just sex puns, just porn
Sex
titles.
puns.
Yeah.
That's the name of my cologne. If anyone's wondering what I wear, sex puns.
What is your favorite thing you've learned?
Honestly, I would say to be a futurist, but just to understand like things happen the next day.
Yeah.
Because right now, this is all I'm thinking about. And going for a dark and stormy in the Spaniard. Not the train, which I still haven't bought train tickets for, I've been saying for hours. Not the plane, not my knee, not anything. It's like this moment is where I live. And I think that's where I can cry, because then I go back empathetically into that moment. I leave this couch and I go to New York and I go to these places. So that's my superpower, other than static electricity leg that I have. For some reason around my surgery yesterday, all the hair lifted up. But yeah, no, learning to be an actual fucking adult, probably. And that must be, insane to have 3 children. It's just one of them is like a big monster boy. But yeah, lots of things. But I think being an actual adult, like I would have never got my knee fixed if it wasn't for BB. So if it doesn't work, I can blame her. Pew, pew, pew.
And you literally said that to me. You were afraid that
Yeah.
something bad had happened
Oh,
during the
so,
surgery. You were
listen.
like, I could get arthritis from this, and it's your fault
Yeah,
for making
yeah,
me do it.
Yeah, look, all I would have got was torn up cartilage.
Yeah.
You're giving me this disease for life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have friendship. And then I guess I'm not allowed to do any classic novels into filthy stuff because nobody knows how much reading that I do. As a performative
That's why
male,
you're not answering that question.
as a performative male, when I'm outside the cafe in Paris and I'm listening to I was gonna say.
See?
No, I was just probably gonna say something really offensive.
Okay, thank you, Gigi. Happy New Year. This is from Colleen for BB and Eric. Has working together changed how you think about your own individual careers, and what's one little quirk of the other person you've learned to laugh at over time? What's that? I was gonna say mood swings.
the drama. Because I'm very stoic. I come from a very stoic family. And so when he gets really dramatic, I would take it very seriously and be like, oh my God, he's upset. Oh my God, he's upset. He's mad, or like whatever. And now I'm just like, that's fucking Eric. Like,
I'm the boy who cried drama.
Everything is an emergency. Everything is the end of the world.
Is an emergency
Everything is
because
tragic.
I live in the
Everything
moment.
I know. And I've gotten, I get that about you now. I understand you better now.
Yeah. Do you? I better ramp that drama up.
So dramatic.
Cut to the cinematic
So
drama
dramatic.
aspect ratio. Has working together changed how you think about your own individual career?
Yeah. I can only write Irish male characters from now on. Ever since we did Devil of Dublin and I heard you perform, I was like, well, that's the trajectory of the rest of my writing career. Is I gotta write Irish men because
I'm so sorry.
you're the best.
So sorry about that.
It's kind of a bitch, honestly. It's very hard to
I'm
write
not fucking holding you
in a
at gunpoint.
vernacular that you don't speak in and write about places that you
But
don't
I'm
live.
glad, and I think this is a good thing for our relationship, that if you do Irishize anything, and I go, that is not what happens in the real world. You change it instead of ha ta 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 ta. Let's go to the top and na ta ta. You know, I've witnessed and I've been a part of things where I'm like, no one would ever say that.
Yeah.
But yes, maybe Brad Pitt in that movie from 1994 did. But like, I like that I can say, hey, this is actually like the same thing. You know, only because I grew up on American television can I make the most out there fucking, you know, baseball references. And without, I've seen one game. I've never watched a physical game on TV. So,
Individual careers,
I have ambition. You know, I'm gonna fly too close to the sun, and many a times have I jeopardized our work by becoming that dog that no one sees. Like I am a muffin, but there's 1% that lives inside me that I would, you know.
Like, I'm gonna burn all this shit down. I'm like, God damn it, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that lives inside of you. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
keeps me on my toes.
Look, it's just
This could end at any moment.
Certain things, and I'm like, I'm just gonna reply, "Fuck you," and I think that comes from my dad. He has quit more jobs from being disrespected than stayed in jobs because of the money. And I'm not going to cut to a supercut of my dad knocking out builders or whatever.
Yeah.
Just watch that microphone.
I know.
Yeah. I'm not going to cut to him looking like Chuck Norris, whooping people's asses.
But also, hopefully, you've learned from that.
To just
To
toe
not
the company
behave
line.
that way.
No, and this is like pre-Quinn life sort of lessons. But it's just that funny thing of like having, because now I'm always thinking about creation, because creation is my thing, like creating whatever, and I'm happy to like help people, even if they are better than me, if that makes sense. So it's interesting, but I think whatever you've taught me, whatever you've molded this bag of wet sand into, it's coming from whatever you're saying. Even if it's you're saying, you're shaping the shit that I'm saying. You're shining up the shit. What's that expression? You can't shine a turd or whatever. I'll be shining.
I can try.
Every fucking day, every day.
but yeah, and what was it? What's one little quirk of the other person you've learned to laugh at over the time?
I can't laugh at your, you know,
Oh no.
instabilities. A quirk that you stay up all night
You're still not over that
and
one.
you don't,
It still
and you
bothers
haven't diagnosed yourself with anything.
It's
No, it's something I laugh at now because
no, it's a
at this
disease.
point
Yeah.
I can wake up in the morning after an 8-hour sleep and she's still awake, and then it's 10 a.m. my time and I'm trying to do backwards mathematics and going, that makes it 4 a.m. and she's like, hey, I'm gonna just quickly jump in the shower, then I get working on this script, and I'm like, is it going to be words?
Yeah.
And sometimes I find spelling mistakes in the script and I just don't say it
Well,
because you potatoed
I
your way
can't
through
see
it.
them. No,
Yeah.
I can't see them. Because my brain knows what I meant, and so when I reread it, I don't see them. But yeah, also probably because I wrote it at 6 a.m.
Yeah, and then you get up 3
And
hours
it's
later because
fine.
you're like, hey, I gotta go be late for this appointment.
That's not a quirk that I've learned to laugh at,
But she's constantly late, but she gets away with it. Like she literally
just
left
baby
her
late,
passport.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Queen. All hail the Queen.
I forgot my passport on the way to the airport for this trip and realized it as I got to the parking lot and was about to get on the shuttle to go to the airport, and the driver of the shuttle was like, you got everything? You got your bag? You got your passport? And I went, and then he went, and we just stared at each other.
And he looked at me, and I looked at him. Yeah.
And then I got back in my car and flew all the way an hour back to my house, got my passport.
And
Got
lovely Eric over there rebooking flights, ready to get
You
out of
were.
Ireland.
You were going to be my savior. But the point is, this was the first time I was ever going to be early to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so proud of myself, and Eric was so proud of me, and he's doing the math, and he was like, you're going to be there like 3 hours early. Who are you? And then I'm like, actually, I'm going to be late.
Mm-hmm.
I might not even make this flight. And so I squeaked on the flight by the skin of my teeth. And it was like, see, the universe doesn't want me to be on early.
Yeah, you don't ever want to sit in an airport lounge
No, it's
and
just
do
not,
your work.
It's not me. It's
You
the
have to
forces.
arrive like some sort of miscongeniality fucking, what's that thing? Legally blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, flip, fall out into it, yeah.